Hola, welcome back, familia. Let's get started. Los padres, los padres, los padres. Parents, los padres. La madre, la madre, la madre. Mother, la madre. El padre, el padre, el padre. Father, el padre. Los parientes o los relativos, relatives. Los parientes o los relativos. Parientes is more common in Latin America and relativos is more common in Spain. Both are totally fine to use and any countries will understand what you mean if you say either. I personally prefer to say relativos because for me it's easier to remember since it's closer to relatives, but whatever you feel like is up to you, whatever feels more natural. Los parientes. Los parientes. Los relativos. Los relativos. Los relativos. Hermano. 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 Brother. Hermano. I'm leaving the articles here so you can see which articles you use for each person. It's very, very easy for family members because el is masculine and la is feminine. But I do think it helps to have the articles there to see them. We've said them a few times now. I don't think it's necessary to say for all of the vocabulary words. So for the rest of the vocabulary words, we'll just say the word. We're not going to use the article. Okay? Perfect. Hermana. 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 Sister. Hermana. Remember, we don't pronounce the H in Spanish, so this is not hermana, it's hermana. Hermana. Hermanos. 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 Siblings. Hermanos. Abuelo. 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 Grandfather. Abuelo. Abuela. 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 Grandmother. Abuela. Abuelos. 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 Grandparents. Are you noticing the pattern? For abuelos, hermanos, padres. Whenever we're talking about more than one person, so both of your parents, your brother and your sister, both of your grandparents, we will always use the masculine whenever we have multiple people, as long as they are either both male or mixed genders. If it's females, if you're talking about both of your grandmothers, it would be abuelas. If you're talking about both of your sisters, it would be hermanas. Do you see the pattern? This applies to all types of relatives. Same with aunts and uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, all of it. It always applies the same way. I'm not going to be showing you these sorts of words for the rest of the types of relatives, just because if you know the pattern, you can say it very easily. El tío. 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 Uncle. Tío. Tía. tía, tía, aunt, tía. So if you want to say aunts and uncles, it would be tíos, los tíos, right? Easy, no? El, la, primo, prima. El primo, male cousin. La prima, female cousin. Simple, no? El primo. Primo. La prima. Prima. Fácil? Easy? Muy bien. Hijo. 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 Son. Hijo. Hija. 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 Daughter. Hija. So if a parent is talking about their children, their sons and daughters, they say, los hijos, mis hijos. ¿Entendéis? Do you understand? Muy bien. Nieto. 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 Grandson. Nieto. Nieta. 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 Granddaughter. Nieta. El esposo. El esposo. Esposo. La esposa. La esposa. Esposa. Spouse. Bisabuelo. 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 Great-grandfather. Bisabuelo. Bisabuela. 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 Great-grandmother. Bisabuela. Bisnieto. 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 Great-grandson. Bisnieto. Bisnieta. 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 Great-granddaughter. Bisnieta. All right, let's do a little bit of a practice. Mi familia, my family. I would like you to tell me about your family. Tell me about how many grandparents you have, cousins, aunts, uncles, whatever. And also tell me about the family of someone else in your life, okay? You don't have to be married. You don't have to talk about the family of your spouse. You can talk about any other person in your life, okay? Go ahead and pause the video and just take a minute to fill these out to the best of your ability. Should be quite easy. How did you do? Let me show you mine. En mi familia, in my family, I have. En mi familia tengo una madre, un padre, 4 abuelos, 7 tíos y 9 primos. En la familia de mi esposo tiene una madre, un hermano, 10 tíos y 25 primos. Obviously, yours doesn't have to look exactly like this, but this gives you an idea of what I'm going for. If what you said didn't match this structure, That's okay. Go back, pause, and try again. If you want to talk about how many cousins you have, try counting them in your head in Spanish. And don't be afraid to try this with other people in your life as well. I said en la familia de mi esposo, but you could change this to en la familia de mi amigo, en la familia de mi tío, en la familia de mi abuelo,